1 in 4 men in parts of Asia admit to rape, says unstudy vertical line Al Jazeera America. Global header background image URL/content/jam/jcr:/content/header/image desktop.adapt.960.high.1,378,836,448,373 jpg at medium width 768 px and max width 959 px. Global header background image URL/content/jam/header/image.adapt.960.high.1,378,836,448,373 jpg at media max width 767 px. Global header background image URL/content/jam/mobile.adapt.753.medium.1,378,836,448,373 Display mobile navigation display mobile search bar news video shows schedule more shows sections U.S. International economy, technology, science, environment, health, education, culture, sports. Trending. Syria's war, weather, health, technology. Search form. 1 in 4 men in parts of Asia admit to rape, says unstudy. By Marisa Taylor. At Marisa Taylor. September 10, 2013, 11:51 a.m. at. A quarter of men in 6 Asia-Pacific countries admit to raping their partners. 10% say they've raped non-partners. Topics. Public health. United Nations. International. Viewed comments. Indian activists hold posters during a protest march against the gang rape of a female photographer in Mumbai on August 25, 2013. The United Nations study found that 1 in 10 men in some Asian countries have raped a non-partner. Indranil Mukherjee/AFP. 1 in 10 men in some parts of Asia and the Pacific region admit to having raped a woman who wasn't his partner, and a quarter of the men in those places say they have raped wives or girlfriends, according to one of the first large-scale studies of male sexual violence against women. The studies, which were published in the British medical journal The Lancet and conducted by the World Health Organization, the United Nations Population Fund and others on behalf of the United Nations, involved interviews of more than 10,000 men in 6 countries in the Asia-Pacific region. The scientists found that, on average, between 6 to 8% of men raped a woman who wasn't their partner, and between 30 and 57% of wives or girlfriends were subjected to some form of abuse. Men between the ages of 18 and 49 in Bangladesh, Cambodia, China, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea and Sri Lanka were interviewed from January 2011 to December 2012. The interviewers, who were also male, made sure not to use the word rape in their interviews, instead describing situations constituting forced sex and asking whether the men had ever participated in such scenarios. The prevalence of non-partner rape varied according to location, ranging anywhere from 2.5% of men in rural Bangladesh to 26.6% on the island of Bougainville in Papua New Guinea, with the overall average at around 10% in many places studied in the survey. Rapes involving multiple rapists occurred among anywhere from 1.5% of men in the city of Jayapura, Indonesia, to 14.1% of men in Bougainville. The rate was higher in Cambodia, Jayapura and Papua New Guinea, with 5%, 7% and 14% of men committing gang rape in those locations, respectively. Cambodia was the only place where gang rape was more common than rape by a single man. And rape of wives or girlfriends happened much more frequently than non-partner rape did, except in Papua New Guinea. The researchers say that rape happens much more frequently than anyone can imagine. The problem is shocking, but any place we have looked, we see partner violence, victimization and sexual violence. Michelle Deckard, an assistant professor at Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, who co-wrote an accompanying commentary, told the Associated Press. Rape doesn't just involve someone with a gun to a woman's head, she said. People tend to think of rape as something someone else would do. The most frequent reasons men gave the researchers for committing rape were so-called sexual entitlement in 73.3% of cases, because they were seeking entertainment in 58.7% of cases, and to punish